Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is Friday, February 10th. I almost said November. What? No. So, yesterday I was off work and I did get some diamond painting done after the video. I will show you, I finished the square that I was working on, so that's good. So I get to move on to the next square. And this morning, I actually picked up my stitching for the first time in almost 2 weeks, so I have a teeny bit of progress to show you. I stitched the L. See that L right there? I really have just sort of lost my stitching bug, and I was talking to Bill about it this morning, and I said, you know, even if I sit down and say, okay, like when I sat down today, I said I'm going to do the L. And then not pressure myself to go any further if I wasn't ready, because I do want to do some diamond painting before my job starts today. And you know, I'll be honest, I've been struggling here the past couple of days. Some things with work, and I talked about it a little bit yesterday. And so this morning, I wound up writing my boss a very long email. And surprisingly, because I wrote her the email at like 4:30 in the morning when I was up with Bill to make his lunch for the day. And she wrote me right back. And I was like, what is she still doing awake? But God's intervention, right? And her email was promising. I'll say that. And just... you know, some days you wake up and you're just, and I haven't had one of these days in a while, but where you get up and you're just tired of every single thing you do. And since reading the Bible and really trusting God and all of that for these past couple of months, I really try to I just push through that, because I think everyone gets tired. Everyone gets tired of just things you get up and you do every single day, right? So I did read my Bible this morning. And what's nice about the Joyce Meyer Bible too that I have is that there's an index in the back, and you can look up like anxiety, depression, discontent, things like that. And it will give you scriptures to read. And so that was very helpful, because I actually started reading the book of Deuteronomy today. So I haven't read that one before. So found some little nuggets of wisdom in that one. And I actually wrote one. I know I wrote, where is it? Okay, so we need to choose life and continually make good, godly decisions. Real life is not in our possessions, positions, or worldly prestige. You know, it's almost about, you know, not conforming your brain to the patterns of this world, right? Yeah, I'm not here to give a sermon, but I did want to read my gratitude list, because even when, especially when I am feeling like I was feeling this morning when I woke up, it is very important to do a gratitude list. Number one, that today is Friday and that I have the weekend. Number two, Bill. And whenever I write Bill, so Bill's on the list every day, we know this, but when I write his name down, I really try to think of a quality that I admire about him. And so I wrote his steadfastness when I feel like I'm drowning. You know, he is the port in the storm for me. When I'm struggling, he is that steady rock. So very thankful for that today. Number three, the quietness of an early morning, because after I wrote my boss the email, I never went back to bed. So I've been up since 4:15. Number four, I'm grateful for massage. My massage therapist, Jean, who works at Rejuvenations, that's where I go. She is wonderful. And I haven't had a massage just because of scheduling things with Jean and with my schedule. It has been almost a month, because I was supposed to have a massage last Saturday, but I canceled because I'd been sick. So I have one tomorrow. But then she's going on vacation for 2 weeks. So, and then after, when she comes back, her schedule's already booked for 2 weeks. So after tomorrow, I do not have another massage, I think, until March 18th. So that's, again, going to be a month. And so I am very, very grateful To me, massage is like a doctor appointment. It is not something like frou-frou or hoity-toity, or, it is something that keeps my body in good shape for what I do every day at the computer. Number 5, that I have everything I need, the basics: heat, electricity, food, clothing, all that good stuff. And then number 6, I wrote the Minimalist podcast. And I listened to a podcast while I was stitching. I listened to Joyce Meyer has a podcast, and they're only like 15-minute segments. So they're really nice little nuggets. And that's how long it took me to do that L. So I listened to that. I love her so much. But the Minimalist podcast is also good if you were trying to, they have good insight on just not consuming so much, right? Not buying so much. And what they were talking about was clothing. So they said the average American throws away or donates or gets rid of 88 pounds of clothing a year. I was like, holy hell, really? Okay. And I didn't listen to the whole thing because I follow them on Instagram, but some of the things they say really, really make sense. When I think about it, I wear the same 3 things out of my closet. And Bill does too. And I think a lot of us probably could. So I could probably own half the things that are in my closet right now. I do donate clothing. I don't just throw it in the trash. I do donate it. And I've gotten rid of stuff over the years for sure. Okay, so that was my gratitude list. I also wanted to share a book that I read sometimes, and I'm going to start reading it more in addition to my Bible, because these are just little snippets. It's like a page per day. And this is called Prayer, Praise, and Promises, A Daily Walk Through the Psalms by Warren Wiersbe, I guess is the name. I've had this book for a while. This was actually recommended by Arlene, not Arlene Cohen. There's another Arlene. What is her last name? I cannot remember. She is a wonderful woman, though. She was someone who, when I was going through breast cancer treatment, she sent me a card every week in that year. And she would send like a pack of decorative napkins, a bookmark. It was one of the most awesome things I had ever received from someone. I'm sorry I cannot remember your name, Arlene, but she was the one that recommended I get this book because there were definitely some struggles that year. But this book you can just keep reading over and over and over because it just gives you the day. So, and I actually read today's. I haven't read this book in a long time, but I want to start. And today's was David's doxology. So it was about, it was saying, how do we respond after we've had something victorious happen in our life? You know, do we give the glory to God, or do we, wait a minute, what did it say? Yeah, that, you know, if you believe in God and you do all that, He is the reason for everything. So when you have something really good in your life happen, you're supposed to thank Him, basically. But yeah, love that book. Love that book so much. And, you know, I also, a lot of days, some days, will get up and just feel overwhelmed by all of the mundane, let's say, tasks that I do on a normal basis. And one of the things is how we conduct our weekend, because, you know, Friday, usually I'm working, and even if I'm not, Bill is. So when he comes home, you know, we have dinner, we watch TV. Saturday is, we're usually doing something. I may have a massage. I may go to a stitching thing. Like he has a fishing flea market next Saturday. It's rare that we have like nothing to do. And then Sunday, which is supposed to be the Sabbath day, you're not supposed to do any work. That's supposed to be your day of rest. We're always going to the grocery store. And then usually his daughter comes over for lunch. So we have things to do. I was feeling just, and this is why I think this is God at work for sure. I was just feeling very overwhelmed. I don't know if that's even the right word. Just like, oh, I have to go to the grocery store on Sunday and all that, right? And Sunday is Super Bowl. Instead of his daughter coming over for lunch, her and her boyfriend are coming over to watch part of the game. So essentially we're going to have dinner. So they're not going to be over until like 5 o'clock or so, because the game doesn't start until 6:30. So this morning when I talked to him, now our original plan on Saturday, after I have my massage, I come home and I take a shower because she uses massage oil and it winds up getting in my hair and things like that. I always come home and take a shower and all that. He said, well, when you come home and get ready, our plan was to go to Costco because we need some things from there. He said, do you want to just, after Costco, go to the grocery store and get that task done so we can just be home on Sunday? And I almost cried. Because it was exactly what I was thinking of approaching him with, where I said, yes. I said that way. He said, we'll get some cinnamon rolls. We'll make cinnamon rolls on Sunday for breakfast. He said, that way we'll just be home on Sunday and won't have to go anywhere. And it was like music to my ears. So I was very thankful for that. Little things like that, right? But okay, I will show you my diamond painting in a second. But I wanted to show you, I did get the mica powder in. And I've had this in for a few days, but I haven't done a face-to-face video in a couple days. So the toothbrushes I ordered were just a set of 2. And I got these only because I figured I could use the light colored toothbrush for white or light colors. And then if I ever do darker colors, use the black. And so that was a separate purchase because obviously the brushes don't come with the mica powder. But here is the mica powder, and it's a pretty big jar of the white. This is the pearl iridescent. All I can say is be careful when you open this and use it. They say, because look, already some fell out on my hand. Can you see it right there? It is very, very fine powder and will get everywhere. And they say do not put it on your pets. Like, it must be toxic to pets, so be cautious about that. But yeah, there is the powder, and I'm actually going to store it. I have room next to my orchid on the top shelf because I have a set of it, of the colored ones, on my wish list for Amazon. So I figure I might get that as a gift from Bill or something at some point. So I'm going to be storing them up there. But I did want to show you that. So I will link this down below. Remember Jade's method of using the mica powder with brushes to hide the gapping in drills. All right. Oh, Credenza update. So Stephanie is so funny. Stephanie, I think her last name is Myers. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Anyway, she's Mariah's mom. We're online friends and she's wonderful. So she ordered a credenza, I want to say a month after I did. Maybe. It was after me. And they had told her March. So she messaged me yesterday and was like, she's been stalking their page because when they send the shipment out, they normally will post it just to advertise, obviously. Well, they haven't posted a picture since January 28th. That's almost 2 weeks. And I was like, oh crap. And I had heard rumors, and I don't know if they're true, but I had heard rumors of supply chain issues, that they're having trouble getting some supplies. So everyone's order is like pushed back. I ordered mine the first week of December. And then I looked back to see when I changed my order to the 60 tray one from the 45. And it was at the beginning of January. So I wrote them because I haven't wrote them until the last time I wrote them was a month ago, just asking for an update. And I said, you know what? I'm going to write them. So I wrote them an update, and they actually told me mine is currently in production right now. And I said, oh, okay, well, that's promising. And so I asked, do you have an estimated ship date? And they said the first week of March. I hope that is right. That would be awesome because that's only 2 weeks away. Fingers crossed, because I am going to be doing an unboxing video. I'll just be screaming through the whole thing, I think. Screaming with joy, like, Yeah. One thing good that happened today too. So Bill's 50th birthday is in April, and I had wanted to do something special as a gift for him. And I had wanted to initially send him on a fishing trip with some of the guys from Wicked Tuna, but when we looked at the prices, it was going to be just something out of this world. And I feel like I would have made it work if he absolutely wanted to do it, because anything I need monetarily seems to happen. Like, it works out. But he was like, no, no, no. He said, I would rather have this custom floor put in his boat, which is still costing a good chunk of money, but money I've already saved. So he had been in touch with the guy, and he said the guy's supposed to come this morning to template the floor of the boat. And he wasn't confident that he was going to show up, and I'm not sure why, but I prayed about it, and at 7:30 this morning, the guy was out there. And I actually talked to the guy because I was on the phone with Bill, and he said, well, can you run out there and show him this and that? And so he was in his truck ready to leave, so it was good timing that I got out there to talk to him. But I left Bill on speaker and let Bill talk to him, because much easier. But I'm so glad that that is now in the works, because I really wanted to do that for him, and I think it's going to look amazing in the boat. So that was something awesome that happened today. So, okay, let me flip you around, show you the diamond painting, and then that'll be the end of the video. I hope you guys all are having a good week and a good Friday, and you have a great weekend. So let me flip you around. Yeah, it is. I don't know what time it is because my phone's right there. But my job does not start until 2 o'clock today. And so I am going to do some diamond painting before job starts. Okay. So this is, sorry about that. So this is the finished square. Let me turn the light on. There we go. Yeah, that's the finished square. There's blue ABs in the outline of the butterfly. So next, and I can peel it off because I'm going to be working on it. Next is more of the butterfly, and yeah, I mean, you're looking at what I have left. This and this small row down here, and that's it. Ha-ha! I can't wait. I can't wait because the next one I'm going to do is Queen of Hearts. And what's so funny, and this just hit me yesterday, if you remember back when I ordered the Credenza, I was like, oh, I'm not going to start diamond painting again until I get it. Well, I'm glad I found this method of holding my drills, because I would still not be diamond painting. And that would be, I don't want to say a tragedy, that's a bit dramatic, but it would be a disservice to myself and to the channel for sure if I wasn't. But I think it's looking fantastic. So, as always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.